Hey everyone, and welcome to Teen Talk Central, the podcast where we dive deep into the issues that matter most to us as teens. Whether it's mental health, friendship, school, stress, or just figuring out who we are, this is a space for open, honest, and real conversations. I'm Mia, and I'm so excited to kick off this journey with all of you. So before we jump into today's discussion, let's talk about what Teen Talk Central is all about. This community isn't just about me. It's about all of us. It's about creating a community where we can be heard, supported, and empowered. Every episode will break down different topics, bringing in special guests, and giving you advice tools you need to navigate your life as a teenager. We're going to explore everything from mental health struggles to self-improvement, relationships, and beyond. We're in this together, and we want to make sure that you are not only feel seen, but that you're also equipped to handle whatever life throws your way. And speaking of special guests, I'm beyond excited to introduce the two incredible mentors who will be joining us on this journey, Bella and Ella. These two amazing individuals each bring something unique to the table, and they're here to share their wisdom, experience, and insight with all of us. Together, we'll dive into the complexities of being a teen and what we can do to make the most of this stage of our lives. Before we introduce our mentors, let's take a moment to talk about why teen voices matter. Often, we feel like our opinions are dismissed, that adults don't fully understand what we go through. But here at Teen Talk Central, we're changing that. Our experiences, struggles, and victories deserve to be heard. And that's why this is a space, not just for our listeners, but also to allow you to be engaged, learn, and empower one another. Teen voices are so powerful. We're the ones experiencing the world as it is right now, and we have valuable perspectives and deserve attention. So let's keep this conversation going. Let's raise our voices and make sure that we're heard. I also want to encourage all of you to reach out. We want to hear from you, what topics you care about, what struggles you're facing, and what advice you're looking for. So don't be shy. Send us your questions on Instagram at Teen Talk Central, and we'll feature them in our future episodes. Now let's introduce Bella. Bella is our go to all things relationship, whether it's friendship, family, or even dating. She knows the struggles we face when it comes to communication, setting boundaries, and dealing with drama. Bella, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey guys, I'm so excited to be a part of Teen Talk Central. My name is Bella, as you probably know, and I just want to say that I'm so excited to be here. And I just want to say that relationships are a huge part of our lives and they can be really confusing sometimes. I want to help you navigate the ups and downs, build strong connections, and make sure you're surrounding yourself with people who uplift you. Relationships are often the foundation of our emotional well-being, so it's important that we learn how to build them in healthy ways. I'm really looking forward to diving deeper into these discussions and giving you the tools you need to have better, more fulfilling connections with the people around you.
Thank you so much, Bella. What do you think is the biggest challenge teens face in their relationships today?
I think one of the biggest struggles is understanding boundaries, especially in friendships and dating. Sometimes we feel pressure to always say yes or be available, but healthy relationships require balance and respect. I've been in a couple relationships now, and I can say that we can't be everything to everyone, and that's okay. In fact, it's honestly more important for our mental health to know when to say no. And I know a lot of people struggle with that, but saying no and setting boundaries is not being harsh or rude in any way. It's about protecting your own peace and ensuring that you're in a relationship that nurtures you, not drains you. I can say from firsthand experience, it's better to be in a relationship where you're open and communicative with your partner than being in a relationship where no one says anything ever, and that's when you end up in really messy situations. When we learn to respect ourselves, it becomes easier to teach others how to treat us.
That's such an important point. So, how do you think teens can start setting better boundaries, especially when we live in a life where sometimes talking about your mental health or talking about how you're feeling could be corresponded as negative?
It starts with self-respect, I think. If something doesn't really sit right with you, don't be afraid to communicate it. Use I statements like I feel uncomfortable when. This approach helps provide a sounding accusatory instead of focusing on how you feel. Sorry. Also, paying attention to how people respond to your boundaries. If someone constantly ignores your boundaries, it may be time to reconsider a new relationship, friendship, or romantically. Healthy relationships require mutual respect. And if your boundaries aren't being respected, remember, ladies, that's a red flag. And gentlemen as well. It's not selfish to protect your well being, it's essential. Without respecting yourself, how are you supposed to get respect from other people? People are only going to respect you as much as you respect yourself.
I love that so much.
And what about handling toxic friendships? That's something I think a lot of our listeners struggle with. Oh, absolutely. Toxic friendships can be super draining. My advice: identify the red flags: constant negativity, lack of support, manipulative behavior. Once you recognize them, start setting firm boundaries. And if you need, create distance. Your energy is so precious, and you only deserve to be with people who lift you up, not down. It's not always easy to walk away, especially if you've been friends with someone for such a long time. But sometimes it's necessary for your growth. Remember, a good friend isn't someone who makes you feel bad about yourself. They make you feel seen, heard, and appreciated. You do not have to settle for less. Bella, I just so agree with you. I mean, I think we've all been there with our super rough friendships and friendships that may not end on the perfect level. And if I can say anything, I can say the most important thing is to know your own worth, just like you said. Because if you don't know your own worth, how are you supposed to expect others to know yours? And also, I think you talking about your energy is just super important. And everyone has to remember, self-love is the most important love that you can get. And last but certainly not least, we have Ella. Ella is all about personal growth, confidence, and goal setting. She's here to help us figure out how to become the best version of ourselves. Ella, welcome to the show. Hello, everybody. My name is Ella, and I'm so excited to be here. I know how hard it is to stay motivated, believe in yourself, and push past self-doubt. But I also know that with the right mindset and tools, we can achieve so much. I want to help you set goals, build confidence, and truly own who you are. It's not about being perfect in any way, because let's be real, nobody's perfect. It's about being authentic and taking consistent steps towards growth. Together, we can make sure you feel empowered to face whatever challenges come your way. Ella, confidence is something so many of us struggle with. What are some simple ways that teens can build their confidence today? One of the best ways to take action, I think, is even when you don't feel ready. Confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about trusting yourself enough to try. When you take small steps towards your goals, even if they feel insanely uncomfortable, you're building your confidence one action at a time, even if it doesn't feel like a lot. It's also important to surround yourself with positive influences. If you're constantly comparing yourself to others and engaging with negativity, whether online or in real life, it can really hold you back. Focusing on your growth and stop comparing yourself to unrealistic portrayals of others, especially on social media. I would say that one of the biggest things I've learned is that most of these girls that are on social media that you may think are perfect also have their own issues. So, what do? Stop comparing yourself and just remember that everybody is perfect in their own ways. Trust me, you are on your own unique journey, and that's something that you should be incredibly proud of, and nobody can take away that from you. That is so true, and I know a lot of us deal with self-doubt. What are your best tips for overcoming that inner voice that tells us that we're just never ever good enough? Great question. The key is to challenge that voice. Ask yourself, where is this doubt coming from? Is it factual or is it fear-based? Often our doubts stem from fear of failure, fear of not measuring up, or fear of not being enough. But when we break down those fears, we can see that they aren't always rooted in reality. Replace negative self-talk with affirmations and remind yourself of past successes, no matter how small. Celebrate the little wins. Over time, that inner voice will start to change. And instead of hearing, oh my God, I cannot do this, you'll start hearing, I can't do this. It's all about shifting your mindset and recognizing your worth. Okay, everybody, what is one last piece of advice you would like to give to the listeners? I would say surround yourself with people who respect and uplift you. Relationships should be a source of strength, not stress. It is so easy to get caught up in the toxic dynamics, especially when we feel like we need to fit in or maintain certain friendships. But true, meaningful friendships, whether with family, friends, or partner, are built on mutual respect, support, and understanding. You deserve to be surrounded by people who not only understand your worth, but encourage you to become the best version of yourself. Life is too short to spend it on relationships that drain you or make you feel less than that. So take a step back and ask yourself, are the people in my life lifting me up or pulling me down? Trust your gut and don't be afraid to set boundaries and protect your peace, girlies and guys. The right people will always respect that.
I would say just take action. Growth starts from the moment that you push past fear. Don't wait for the perfect moment to start. Start now, whether that is on a random Wednesday or a Sunday when you do your Sunday resets. We all have goals, dreams, and things we want to accomplish, but sometimes fear and doubt can hold us back. We think we need to have everything figured out, or we wait for the right circumstances. But here's the truth. The right moment is often the one we create by simply starting. Take that first step, no matter how small, whether it's signing up for that class you've always been wanting to take, speaking up for yourself in a situation that feels uncomfortable, going to the gym and using that machine that you've never used before, or even just having a tough conversation. Action is the key to change. It will not be easy, but the act of moving forward is what leads to growth. So if you've been waiting for the perfect moment, this is your sign to stop waiting and start doing. Don't let fear hold you back from becoming who you're meant to be. And I'll say this, I think prioritizing your mental health, it is just as important as physical health. Take care of your mind is key to thriving in all areas of life. So many of us get caught up in the hustle, whether it's school, extracurriculars, relationships, sports, yada yada, and forget to take a step back and focus on our well-being. We live in a world where the pressure to succeed can sometimes feel so incredibly overwhelming, and it's easy to push through the challenges without giving ourselves the space to just breathe and recharge. But mental health is everything, let me tell you. It affects how we think, how we feel, how we interact with the world around us. Make time for yourself. Check in with your own emotions, and don't ever be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Talking to someone, whether it's a therapist, a friend, someone you trust, can make a world of a difference, and let me tell you, it will feel so good. So make your mental health a priority, just like you would your physical health. Your mental and your physical health are the two most important things in your life. When your mind is in a good place, everything else tends to fall in place as well. So, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today. This has truly been an incredible first episode, and I'm so grateful that you guys took the time to listen. If you enjoyed today's conversation, please subscribe to Teen Talk Central on whatever platform you're listening on, whether that's YouTube or Spotify, so you never miss an episode. We've got so many excited topics lined up, and we can't wait to dive deeper into the things that matter to you. But before we wrap up, I just want to remind you Teen Talk Central is more than just a podcast and a social media platform and a club. It's a community, a space where we can all come together, share experiences, and support each other through this wild ride of being a teenager. I want to hear from you, so don't forget to reach out. Drop us a message on Instagram at Teen Talk Central with your thoughts, questions, or even just let us know topics you want to hear about or special physicians that you want to hear from. Your voice is so important, and this podcast is a place for all of us to share, learn, and grow. If there's one thing I want you to take away from today's episode, it's this. You're not alone, and you'll never be alone, because everyone is going through something. No matter what you're going through, there's someone out there who understands you exactly, and we're here to support each other every step of the way. When you're struggling with self-doubt, facing pressure from school or friends or family, or just trying to figure out what comes next, remember, you have a community that's got your back. As we continue this journey together, I want to remind you that every day is a new opportunity for growth. You don't have to have everything figured out today, and that's perfectly okay and normal. The thing that's important is to keep moving forward, learning from every experience and embracing the process. Life is not about perfection, and it will never be. It's about progress. Thank you again for being here, and I'm so excited to continue this journey with you and can't wait to see where we go next. Please be sure to check out our social media pages for updates, behind-the-scenes content, and some extra motivation throughout the week. And until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep being you. Remember, you got this. See you next time on Teen Talk Central. Hello, everyone. I'm so thrilled to be here. Let's just say, I know how hard it can be to stay motivated, believe in yourself, and push past self-doubt. But I also know that with the right mindset and tools, we can achieve so much. I want to help you set your goals, build confidence, and truly own who